I believe that love will find you when you least expect it. When you decide to stop looking for love and just live your life, that is when love will find you. Love to me isn't just like what you see in the movies. Love is complicated and different, and it never works the same way for everyone. In Romeo and Juliet, they fall in love with each other without even knowing the other person. They both weren't looking for love, it just happened. That is how you can tell it is love. It is not something you have to work really hard to find. It is something that just happens to you. For me, that day started off like every day of my life. I got up and started getting ready, not knowing that today was going to be different. I was at Vogue. I was working with a friend. As I turned around, there he was. This tall young man with jet black hair and the most beautiful blue eyes I'd ever seen was standing on the other side of my classroom talking to my teacher. I didn't know who he was, why he was in my class, but at that moment, I didn't care. As Lydia and I were working, I heard my teacher yell for me, "Brittany, come here, please." "This is Kyle. He is one of my former students. Is it okay if he comes over and helps you and Lydia out for today?" she asked me. Yeah, that's fine with me," I said, trying not to sound scared or nervous. During that class, I got to learn a lot about Kyle. There were so many things about him that just amazed me, like how he was in the Navy. He planned on serving our country for 4 years and then having the Navy pay for him to go to school. I thought it was great that he also wanted to do something good for our country. He thought it was something he needed to do. It seemed as if time was standing still just to let us talk forever. I'd never felt this way about anyone in my life. At the end of class that day, he promised he would come back tomorrow and see our class before he left. The next day, I walked into class, and there he was. I didn't want him to leave. I just started to get to know him. He asked me something I could only dream about, a date. I was so nervous, but excited at the same time. I didn't know what to do. I just froze in that moment. I knew my heart wanted me to say yes, but my head just kept spinning around and around. I will never forget that feeling I got when I saw Kyle. My heart stopped and skipped a beat. My stomach did a million flips, and my brain started spinning around and around. I never knew that in one moment everything in your life could change the way it did when I saw him. I used to not believe that love would find you in just one moment, but that day, in that one moment, I changed my mind. I learned that love will find you when you least expect it.